Well, let's stay with our coverage on the area now, where some residents have resumed their daily activities just after 8:10 this morning. Ziniko Mhlaba is our reporter joining us, tracking that leg of the story. Ziniko, I mean, is it fair to say that things have gone back to relative normality this morning? Are you sensing any kind of fear from people there as they try to make their way to school, to work this morning?
Yes, I can say that's the sense that we are getting here on the ground. On the other section of Diepsloot in 112, that's inside, deeper into these informal settlements and this community. Well, we're in one of the busy roads here in Diepsloot. That's where main roads were closed yesterday into late last night. And actually, I'm just going to step out of shot so that my colleague Prince can give you a sense of the business of this intersection. Across the road, you can see there's a mini taxi rank there where people are able to go in that direction to access taxis where they will be commuting to the north of Johannesburg, but also going towards the Johannesburg area. And you can also, this is an area where also school bus transport measures are also accessing students who need to go to various schools in and around this community. Well, this road, Michelle, was closed overnight, according to residents who are residing across this road. As you can see, there's still some tires that are still burning. So this road was completely closed off last night. Protesters dispatched in the early hours this morning at around 4 and 5 a.m., according to the information we're gathering on the road or along the road. So the road where I am, Michelle, is also the main road that gives commuters an access to a health facility. One of the busiest clinics here in Diepsloot can only be accessed through this road. So I'm not sure if my colleague Prince will be able to give you the visuals of people who are still queuing outside the clinic. So these are the people who are fearful to go to the clinic over the past 2 days. However, this morning they took a chance and say, you know what, let me use this opportunity while things are still calm. Let me use this opportunity to go and access whatever medication I can get my hands on. So that's where this road leads to. It's very, very strategic, because you can imagine if there's a shutdown, even health transportation systems such as ambulances would struggle to go inside those facilities, especially the clinic there. So I have with me here a local leader who's a ward councillor here in this side of Diepsloot. He's going to give us a sense of how things are and how the protest had affected basic service delivery, especially when it comes to school, clinics, and also other important services. Dada Abraham, thank you very much for your time. I understand, said that you need to rush to a meeting. However, the past 2 days have been very, very chaotic. How has the community been struggling to access these services? As I said earlier on, that this road we are on is leading to the clinic.
Under normal circumstances, this clinic, the reports that we are getting on the monthly basis is that one nurse is able to attend to more than 250 patients, and it's having almost 3 sisters, this clinic. So since from on Tuesday, Wednesday, yesterday, and today, the turnout is very low here, and the majority of the people that are being attended to here in this particular clinic are foreigners. Whether they are documented or undocumented is a question of another day. But the nurses are able to tell us that the majority of the people that are getting treated here are the foreigners. Some of them, they are coming from Zimbabwe, being pregnant, with an aim of being treated here so that they will be able to give birth here in our area. So now the shutdown indeed is having a negative impact, because even the school kids, you can see them, they just stand here. The environment, to be honest, is not conducive for our school kids to go to classes. Hence last night, while we are trying to rest as leadership, overworking the whole day of yesterday and Tuesday night, we just received the information that groups were there, continued to burn tires, and also there was an act of mob justice at extension number 1, where one of the Zimbabweans has been attacked and stoned to death.
Councillor, sorry to cut you there. I mean, you are a community leader. You were voted in by the residents here. These challenges people are complaining about, which led to this unrest, if I may say, or to this shutdown, surely are issues that have been raised with you before. So at what point do you take responsibility as the community leader? Because you know these problems, and people have expressed these problems to them, but also you also have access to government, to your colleagues in government, whether it's provincial, municipal level. How has that been working?
You will understand that our role as councillors, it's oversight. Yeah. We do monitoring to what also our officials have implemented. Members of this community are complaining to us all the time about the high rate of crime in our area. It's our responsibility as community leaders to sit down with the police station management and try to come up with ways so that at the end of the day, we try to reduce this crime. So we used to have imbizos here, hosted by the province, and we used to have also program hosted by the national government. But it seems like all those programs are not bearing any fruits. One of the things that we have identified is that though we have a police station, big police station like this, the police station which is run by the brigadier, it doesn't have enough resources. We don't have police vans here. It's only 8. It's then that yesterday the minister promised to give 16 police vans. We don't have enough manpower here. It's then that yesterday the minister promised to add more manpower.
Sorry to cut you, Councillor. I have to quickly go to my other colleagues, but we'll continue chatting with you throughout the day. That's the Councillor, Mr. Abrahams, the Councillor of Ward 112 here in Diepsloot. So that's how things are. You were just articulating to us the importance of services which have been disrupted by the shutdown over the past 2 days. Back to you, Michelle.
Ziniko, thanks very much indeed for that update. Of course, Diepsloot is the big story we're tracking for you this morning. In the wake of the Police Minister Bheki Cele's visit to the area yesterday, those running battles with police where stun grenades and rubber bullets were fired, the Police Minister himself making all kinds of promises to address the concerns by residents of Diepsloot. And then overnight, of course, the killing of a man allegedly as a result of mob justice in the area. We're keeping our eyes on that story. My co-anchor Ayanda Nyati is out there for us.